Hello, a few things. Number one, this is going to be the lamest video you've probably ever watched somebody try to make on YouTube. Number two, I don't like to wear my reading glasses, but I have to read some things. Number three, I did not know this was so prevalent until I started this video. Okay. Depression. If you've seen any of my other videos, I have brought that up, the topic of depression, which for me is a good telltale sign is no shower, no makeup, smelly, wearing my pajamas. I work from home, which makes it worse. But even on days I'm not working, I don't really care so much. The advantage for this video is I had to go somewhere yesterday, so I did wash my hair and take a shower. Depression. So this is what you're going to see a little bit of today. This might be really boring, it might be really stupid, and I don't blame you for clicking away. But since this is one of the main topics of my channel, I just want to give you some quick little thingies. Because I don't know any animated abilities to do in YouTube. Breathing. So there's different ways to do this. I like the 4x4x4 square. So you inhale for 4 seconds, mind you. You hold it for 4 seconds. You release it in 4 seconds. And then you hold the empty breath for 4 seconds. And then you do it again. So there's some that say do it 6. I've read and heard studies that say this helps reset your brain. I don't know if that's the 4 or the 6, but anyway, from one person talking to another, just plain Jane, this is what I like. Okay. Smile in the mirror. Smile, smile. You don't want to smile because you feel like just saying F off. Why do I want to look at my face? And why do I want to smile at it? But it helps. And don't go in there and just go, and walk away. Give it like 5 seconds. Go in there and smile. Like, look into your own eyes and smile at how pretty they are. Because everybody's eyes has something pretty about them. So don't even try to say, oh, my eyes are ugly. Eyes are pretty. So you just go in there and stare at them. And just smile. Okay, not like that. Okay. Do one thing. One thing. My drawings are pretty low level. But do you like to write? Do you like to scribble? Do you like to draw? Pretend like you're 5 years old again. What would you do if you were a child again? If you're able to leave the house and you have a store nearby like Dollar Tree or Dollar General, get a kid's coloring book and cheap crayons. Go home and color Mickey Mouse or Cinderella or a duck wearing ski boots and wearing goggles, or a unicorn that's wearing a tutu. Just the simple stuff. I don't do the coloring books that are the adult ones that are all intricate and they're supposed to help with anxiety. That causes anxiety for me because I want to stay in the lines. And they're too small, and because if my pen tip isn't just right, I've messed it up. Whereas if you get a dollar coloring book, or I guess I should say $1.25 now at Dollar Tree, you don't have to stay in the lines if you don't want to. You can if you want to. You're not ruining the whole picture. You're not really ruining anything, no matter how you color. But if you're doing it the way you want to, that's where you're going to get the pleasure. And that's really helpful. And all these things are just for the moment, right? So coloring 3 pages in a Dollar Tree coloring book isn't going to make you feel free of depression for the next week. It'll just work, hopefully that time while you're doing it. And maybe it'll continue after. It's worth a try. Other things, sports. Do you like to go bowling? You can even buy like a crappy plastic set and set it up in your living room and do your own bowling. Because you might not have the money or the energy or the oomph or the transportation method to get to a bowling alley. If you even have one in your town. We have one in mine. We used to have 2. And the town isn't that big. Okay, what else do we have on here? This is supposed to be praying. Okay, that's, again, I said my skills are not good at all. So, praying. Do you believe in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior? Do you believe in Jehovah God? Do you believe in just an afterlife? Do you believe in the universe, the power of practicing the way of positivity, or a one being, or Buddhist, or any religion, any God, anything? Praying, just talking to somebody that is invisible, or a force that you believe could help you, someone out there, or just to say thanks. Thank you, Almighty out there, for my heater because it's cold out, the sun's shining even though it's 20 degrees out, my cat even though he's a pain in the ass, the glasses I'm wearing because it helps me see. Just doing some of that, or praying for strength, just praying to some unknown something. Just help me. Whatever is out there, if I'm agnostic, whatever is the power that created me and gives me a voice, please help me. Please help me get through every moment of every day, or at least today. Singing. Okay, singing. Turn on the radio or sing songs that you remember you liked, whether they're Mary Had a Little Lamb, or, Ice Ice Baby, or, whatever. You can do it, put your back into it. Start singing those rap songs with the bad words, because you're at home. Nobody knows. Pretend you are a gangsta. Pretend like you are a pop country sensation. Pretend that you are a blues, country, bluegrass. Do the part, do the dance, do the twang, do the accent, whatever, and dance around your house. Sing that song. Turn on the radio. Even better, if you can splurge and get yourself a microphone, especially the kinds that are Bluetooth, and you can hear yourself and you can connect it to something. I don't like this hand movement for this video. That's freaking fun. Of course, it depends if you have neighbors and other people that live in your house. But anyway, just letting go and finding something that used to provide you comfort in the form of music. Even if you have like an instrument, you have a keyboard, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get a cheap ass set of little toy drums, or a little keyboard, or a recorder. Remember that? It had the keyboard. Again, I'm doing motions that aren't appropriate. Writing down words. Write down words that are silly, words you don't like moist, or there's other ones I can't think of right now. Meaty. I don't like meaty, like meaty. That's a meaty. I don't even know. Anyway, write down words. Write down rhymes. Write down funny words, funny connection words. Play around. Switch the letters in front of the words. Come up with funny things like meaty. I said medium or low the other day to my husband. I said, I don't know, should I turn it to medium or low? And it sounded like I said meaty Merlot. So that was our joke. And I actually keep a list of funny things that we end up saying, because we like to go back and look at them later. I keep them on my notepad on the phone, or I just write them down in a little notebook that I keep in my purse because I want to have backup. So out of saying medium or low, I came up with meaty Merlot, which is a wine. The Merlot part. I don't know what meaty Merlot is. It probably has a real bite to it. Real, like chewing in a piece of steak. So anyway, play around with words. Just get silly. Doodle. Do little drawings. Draw letters. Pretend like you are a child. And do those fun things. Just for now. Just for now. If you have to go to work the next day, if you have to go outside in 5 minutes and mow the yard, just do it now. Just for now. Just for this time being. Roller skating or rollerblading, whether you go to a place or you do it outside or in your house, or do you like to go for a drive? If you feel safe enough to trust yourself driving, go for a drive. Go just cruise around town and look at the buildings and see what businesses aren't open anymore. If you have a buck, maybe you can go to McDonald's and get a coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I guess McDonald's coffee isn't too bad. Go outside. There's a tree. That's a tree right there. Go outside, hug a tree. Seriously, if you just let your inhibitions go and hug that tree, it is really nice. Go sit in the grass somewhere. Pick up a blade of grass, chew on it. Listen for nature. Look around. Notice how green things are or how brown things are. Maybe there's some trash around where you're at. And if you have gloves or a stick or hand sanitizer or a bag, you could like kind of pick up litter at the same time. Maybe that will bring a feeling of, hey, I contributed to my neighborhood and to my own well-being. Did I get everything? Oh, and also if you like to paint, that's supposed to be a paintbrush. Okay. Okay, I have to lick my finger to turn the page. Counterattack. That's supposed to be like a bomb right there. Something negative pops into your head, which I really struggle to fight this. Turn it around, say something better. Like, God, like for instance, it's this. God, what the hell is that freaking fat right there? I thought I didn't look that bad. How about, hey, it could be worse. It's smooth. I don't have any like skin cancer. You can make it broad. At least I'm alive. Well, that's kind of hard if you have depression because you kind of don't even care really if you're alive. So don't focus on that. Say, well, at least my nose works well, or at least I have hearing, or many other people, especially women, especially my age, have this. Find something else to say, okay? Maybe like counterattack. I feel like shit. I don't ever want to get out of bed. But I'd rather not piss in the bed or shit in the bed, so I am going to have to get out of the bed, or I do want to eat something, and then you start thinking about how good your favorite foods are, and that's a whole other story because that goes into emotional eating. But there's always a reason to get out of bed, and you can find it. I bet you can, even if it's just because of a bodily function. And once you get out of bed, you might want to go into the kitchen. You might want to go check the mail. You might want to go play with one of the animals you have in your house. You might want to check your phone if there's any text messages. And if there isn't, send one. And don't expect a reply. Just send it to somebody and say, hey, thinking of you, hope you have a great day. Don't expect a reply. Do it because you want to. But you probably will get a reply. Anyway, so counterattack, I don't know if my examples were very good for that. Stare at the sky for 1 minute. Okay, I just made that one up right before I made this video or started it. But I'm going to try to do this one. So when I make a follow-up video, I'm going to let you know how I did with all of these. But if you go outside, just stare up at the sky. Dress appropriately if you want. If it's cold out, just go out not dressed up appropriately for the weather. And let that coldness smack you. And stare up at the sky. And just look at it. See if it brings you any feelings. If there's any color in the sky. Like right now, what I can see, it's all solid white. It looks like it would be snowing. But it's not right now, today. So, is the sun shining? Don't stare at the sun. But the blue, the shades of blue in the sky, the clouds. Shapes of clouds. Did you ever do that when you were a kid? Like look for shapes in the clouds. Oh gosh, that was so much fun with my neighbors. We'd lay in the front yard, stare up in the summertime. Then the green grass, the warmth, and stare up and identify what clouds look shaped like. And some of the times we couldn't see what the other ones saw. Like, oh, look at that dinosaur wearing a cowboy hat. I don't see that. It looks like, a stick with 5 flower blooms coming off of it. I don't know. Just examples. So stare at the sky, even if it's raining. If you can stand under a porch and look up that way and not get rained on. But if you want to get rained on, that's okay too. You're only doing it for a minute or less or more, whatever feels best. So, quick highlight. We have talking about depression, all the things that we know about it that we don't like, or that we don't know about it and we don't know what to do about it. Try the 4-4-4 breathing. Inhale for a count of 4, hold it for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and then hold that empty space for a count of 4. It's It's really interesting. It's an odd feeling, but I like it when you are out of breath. You think, wow, I have no breath. Like I have emptied it out. And I'm going to sit in it for just a few seconds. Smile in the mirror, even if you do rip off half the piece of paper. Smile in the mirror. See what that does to you. And one thing, do something from this list. Or you can make your own list and do this with it. Use different colored pens. Draw things that you could do. Maybe check them off, like after you've done them. Counterattack. Come up with a thought that, well, a thought pops into your head. Counterattack it. Whatever that might be. Stare at the sky for 1 minute. I'm excited to try that one. So again, thank you for watching. If you stuck with this whole video, I truly appreciate it. Let out a big sigh. It really helps. Good luck with your depression. Let me know in the comments if you tried any of these, if you've done any of these before, if you think they're all ridiculous, if you have your own favorites, because I think community is where we help each other, even though it's so hard to reach out to other people. If it's on the interwebs, that helps, because you don't have to see people face to face. And you don't even have to, I don't have to see your face if you don't want me to. You have to see my face. Well, you wouldn't have to, you could just listen. But you wouldn't get to see my facial expressions. And I'm probably really annoying. Again, I'm thinking of all the things that I don't like in other people's videos, and I'm probably doing every single one of them. But I'm acknowledging it, so at least if you try to make fun of me or bully me, yeah, just picking on me, basically, it won't affect me because I know everything that you're going to say is already what I see. So, but hopefully not. Hopefully we'll all just share ideas and insights, and the more videos I make, aside from all the little shorts that I've been making, will be of some kind of entertainment and help. And I look forward to any comments you might have. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button, which I probably don't even have. But you could click on my name, my little picture going, ah, for say that, feel this, because that's kind of what I'm following, the plan of if you say something, this is what you're going to feel. So think about what before you say. Or once you've said it and you feel the thing, work with that. But we'll talk about that later. So thank you again for watching. Again, like I said, this is probably one of the worst first videos anyone has ever put on the internet. So thank you for watching. And you can give it a thumbs down. That just at least shows me you watched it.